Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Woo! I wish a Karen would. I wish a Karen would. Oh no, I didn't even know she did that. This girl sat here and poured her drink out. This girl sat here, poured her drink out on these men's chairs. Why? Because she was told to leave because of her actions, because of her behavior. Are you kidding me? You got a nerve to want to cause damage to someone's property because of your own behavior that got you kicked off the show. What up, AOK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. Alright, y'all, so as y'all can see by the title of this video, we got two Karens in the house. This is the Fresh and Fit podcast where they be having multiple guests come on the show. They talk about relationships, they talk about self-development, they talk about fitness and all that good stuff. They just hit 100,000 subscribers. This is their 100,000 subscriber episode special live stream. And they got two women on here who unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you're looking at it, got kicked out. Got kicked off the show. But it didn't go over so smooth. So we go chime in. We're going to check that part out. We're going to have the discussion because there were some things that happened here that I feel like we need to dive deep on and talk about in regards to these women's behavior. This is usually something that I would put on the second channel, a different perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe over there. But nah, we put it on this channel today. Because they acting like Karens, and the Karen videos we do right here. So we about to talk about this. So sit back. We're going to be in here a little while. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves though. So let's check this out.
Introduce the ladies. Sorry guys, so long announcements.
So ladies, just say your name, what you do, and how old you are.
My name is Kaylee Wild. I do OnlyFans for a living at the moment. Mm-hmm. And what was the other question?
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 20.
Oh wow, there you go.
Fair enough. Right. And what about you?
My name is Danny Kim. I'm currently in school to be a nurse injector. And I'm 26 years old.
Okay.
All right, so we got a 20-year-old and a 26-year-old. Okay. And this girl right here, this girl is in school getting an education. This lady right here is over here doing OnlyFans. Keep those two things in mind, you guys. All right, now we get into the juicy stuff. Let's find out what type of men these ladies are looking for. Let's hear it.
So ladies, real quick, what do you look for in a guy? And two scenarios here. Casual and then long-term. So we'll start with casual first.
First of all, I'm never casual. I'm always looking for long term.
Okay.
But the first thing I look for in a guy is his mouth area, like his smile. He's got to have perfect teeth. Okay, maybe not perfect, but close to perfect. Mm-hmm. The lip area has to be cute. It's the first thing I look for. I might have to think about the second one, but that's definitely first thing I look for.
So looks over everything else?
No, I guess if I had to think of the second thing, you'd have to kind of treat me with respect. Mm-hmm. Definitely not want to hit it on the first time meeting, for sure.
Wait, what's wrong with that though?
The lie detector.
Everything.
It just shows me that the intentions aren't to really hang out with me at first, you know?
Wait. So
if you're trying to hit it on the first time meeting me, you're really not trying to hang out with me.
Why?
I just feel like you're not. It depends on, I guess, how long you hang out with each other the first time before. I mean, you could hang out with each other for like 8 hours the same day and then hit it at the end.
Hold on. So you're telling me that you never met a guy, you guys connected on a deeper level, and then you smashed your first night?
No.
Of course.
Right, so what's wrong with that?
Complete contradiction. Y'all heard that? She said she don't want a guy that's going to be trying to hit it on the first night. And then she just admitted to getting with a guy on the first night. Look, if that's what you want, then that's what you got to put out completely. You can't even allow that. I don't care how strong you feel that connection is in the moment. If that's really what you want, look.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I just feel like after they finally get that, they don't respect me enough to want to go further.
Is that his problem or your problem?
Definitely not my problem.
Why can't it be both?
Because, okay, for example, right? I feel like when I meet a chick and we connect and we vibe in and I smash, I want to see her again.
Well, sometimes with me that just hasn't happened, and maybe that's just bad luck, but that's just my experience.
Okay.
I'm still looking for.
All right, right there. In the way that she responded, she pretty much just said that has happened to her multiple times. And what does that tell you right there? That she's perfectly okay and accepting of one night stands. Contradiction. Contradicting herself right there. And I bet you on everything, she still do it. All right, I had to skip to find this part, but let's find out exactly what type of man it is that she's dealing with. And I promise you that this right here is going to speak to exactly what it is that she does look for and does expect from a man. Watch.
Damn, what guy does she date?
I would love to tell you, actually.
Go ahead, tell us.
Go ahead.
Well,
You dated some celebs, right? That we discussed.
I wouldn't say dated, but I definitely
Smash the
have
few.
connections
Smash.
to.
Listen, y'all. You heard what she said? She said she hasn't dated a few celebrities, but she has had connections with a few, meaning that she slept with a few celebrities. And you know what these celebrities are looking for, right? One night stands. These rappers, NBA players, NFL players, they don't have time for nothing less. They're not about to date you, and you know that. Watch.
To
Just a
a few.
Translation, I smashed a few.
Very, very up there.
Okay, can you
Okay.
tell us who some of these individuals are?
I mean,
That make way over
honestly,
$500,000 a year?
well, all right, honestly, fuck it. Ready?
Let's go.
Let's
Go
start
for it.
with my first was Lil Pump.
Oh,
Okay.
shit!
Okay.
Second was Lil Mosey.
Gucci
Oh
gang.
my
Lil
god.
Mosey, the guy that's on the run right now.
Oh my god. You know, I don't know anything about that.
Were you asleep when it happened?
No, so.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
But anyway, you know, Miss
I bet she do know something about that. Whatever that Lil Mosey situation is.
Yeah.
and you know, Mr. Justin Dior Combs.
Justin Dior Combs?
Diddy's son, boy. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
sniper, boy.
Oh, shit.
Sniper, man.
Okay.
Sniping. Okay.
All right, so she just named 3 people that I know that I'm pretty sure for a fact wouldn't deal with her on any level outside of what's going on in the bedroom.
Okay.
So I need everybody in the comments to calm down with my $500,000 comment, because now you get it.
You could see worse.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Now,
It's funny how she's 20 years old, ain't built nothing, ain't established nothing in her own life or career outside of OnlyFans, but she expect for a man to have so much, and she's only 20. Girl.
now you get it.
That's entertaining.
Very.
The Lil Mosey thing is the
And
funniest
I
thing
don't
I've
even
heard.
know what the hell is happening with that situation.
Were you drinking White Claws when you went out with him?
So I
Now I'm gonna tell y'all shortly, and y'all gonna need to really listen to this. My whole thoughts and ideas about this whole Instagram model and OnlyFans girl culture.
cut him off the day before all of the what is it, like the TMZ posts and everything coming
Yeah.
out about that, and I had tons of people that I know and I don't know coming to me with those flyers, sending me them. They're like, Haley, if you still fuck with him, I don't fuck with you. And I'm like, look, I cut him off before this even happened. I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. It happened in Washington.
So you
apparently
cut him off.
I did, and it was for something completely different. It had nothing to do with what happened. And then literally like a day or two later, I'm getting tons of DMs of this flyer from all different sources saying, bro,
I'm letting this part play out because I want y'all to hear the incident that occurred as to why she felt the need to want to cut off this artist. The contradiction in her speech, in her spiel.
I know you fuck with him. What's this? And I'm like,
You could, like, what do you do for you to cut him off?
so what happened was I was at Booby Trap and I was going for right, and I went for a job interview and I got the job, whatever.
You're gonna be a dancer
And
there?
No, a bottle server. That's what I've been
Okay.
doing since the day I turned an adult.
I bet you that was Cap. That look at her face. Look at her face. She could not say that with a straight face. She couldn't even look nobody in their eye. She got to blink her eye and nod her head down. She's been in the club scene since before she was legal. Since before the age of 18. I bet you.
And I, no,
Tell me I'm lying.
a bottle server. That's what I've been
Okay.
doing since the day I turned an adult.
Okay.
You know, anyway, so I left my car
Saw
there and
that.
I went to celebrate after I got the job, and I come back at like 4 a.m. to get my car, and then Mosey just so happens to be there. He grabs me, he has a security grab me, You know, they're like, hey, we want you in my section. We hang out. Long story short, we were bored at Tory Lane's house because that's where we went after there. And nothing was going on there. He brought us there. And I was like, whatever. It was boring. We went back to his hotel. And this girl fully gets undressed in a comfy old t-shirt, has her whole duffel bag ready to go, like sleeping over basically. And I'm sitting there in my heels with my girl, and I'm like, this bitch is sleeping over. She don't even know what I got going. Like, you know what? That's fine. So I left, and I'm like, you're foul as fuck for that. You know, that was really cool. Like, I would rather you tell me to go home because you got something going with another girl. And why would you bring me back to your hotel room when you got a whole bitch sleeping over there? I felt mad violated and disrespected. Like, I would much rather you tell me, girl, I'm tired. Like, don't come back with me.
So
like,
he told you to come back, and then he had another girl come in with pajamas ready to go.
She came. She was with us, and then she got dressed into some t-shirt, no pants, just ass out. And I'm sitting there in my heels with my girl because we're still in our going out clothes, and I'm sitting there like, all right, I just connected the dots. What the fuck?
He maybe wanted a threesome.
No, but he locked himself. You know what? He locked himself in a room with his dudes. You know, basically left us out in the. I was in the kitchen area. She was like out on the porch smoking weed, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing here?
So he locked you out. He was in a room with dudes?
He didn't lock me out. He locked himself in a room with his people. You know, and I'm sitting there like,
what's going on?
What's this girl's duffel bag doing here? Why she just changed? Why can't I change? Like, what? So I was 2 shots in. I had just taken shots. Like, I was sober all night, and I took shots to kind of like loosen me up. I didn't know it was gonna happen after Tory Lane's house.
Disrespect.
And I just felt mad disrespected. So I left. And then let me tell you. So long story short,
Tory Lanez lives here in Miami too.
All right, so what it looks like here is she didn't know her position that day. Her expectations versus his expectations didn't line. There was a lack of communication there. Think about it. Listening to her story, we knew what his intentions were. He had 2 girls that he wanted to bring back to his hotel or whatever and have a good time with. He assumed that she already understood what that meant. That she just had to fall in line. Basically, hell, if you decided you wanted to roll with us, y'all know who we are. Y'all know what we do. If you rolling with us, then you know what this is. The other girl was with it. She had her clothes. She had a little duffel bag. She threw on the t-shirt. She was like, hell, I don't need nothing else under this t-shirt but me. She was with it. She already knew what time it was. She expected more. And that was her fault. Truth be told.
Too.
Yeah.
4 days later, he hits me up, blows my phone up at 4 a.m. in the studio. Oh, come hang out with me. I'm like, why don't you? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, why don't you ask that bitch you was with in that hotel? Like, fuck, what is wrong with you?
She got your stuff all in your sleeve.
Like, and he's like, I didn't mean to disrespect you, but when I ran into you, you know, I didn't know that you were gonna be there. I had another bitch with me. I'm sorry, and I was drunk. And I'm like, that's fine. You let her sit in your lap in the car on the way back to the hotel. You held her hand in the hallway while I stood in the back and watched it. Fuck is wrong with you? So,
you see, look, y'all, understand. She's not in a relationship with this man, but yet she's expecting relationship energy from him. And she herself just said she's never dated a celebrity. So the disillusion here, like, you knew what time it was. The way you saw him interacting with her and you sitting right next to him as it's happening. You seriously think for a second that it ran through his mind that y'all were anything more than...
So that's why I cut him off. And then a day later, those crazy flyers came out that he's wanted. They want to arrest him for rape.
Yeah, he's wanted right now.
But
we're gonna call it grape because we're on YouTube.
Yeah. Wasn't he in
grape? Yeah.
Pillows?
Yeah, see, I didn't even know about that until I saw this, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Peep this.
Okay, that's crazy, though.
That's hilarious.
I just felt disrespected. I know you got other bitches. Look, you're a rapper. I'm not fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm blind. I get it. I'm not stupid. All right. So
you heard that? Right there. Right there just said it all. She said, I know you got other girls. You're a rapper. I'm not stupid. But yet, what she said she wanted versus what she's accepting and going after does not line up whatsoever. She said she wanted a man to respect her. She said she wanted a man to basically be loyal to only her. She said she wanted a man to not smash or think that he's gonna smash on the first night. It doesn't line up at all. She's literally getting the exact opposite of what it is that she says she wants. What kind of sense does that make? She completely contradicted herself. Now, I already know I'm going to have guys down in the comments over here thinking, yo, she's so beautiful, they're so beautiful, yada, 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 yada. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourselves. This right here is a major turnoff for me. And I know it is for these two guys here. Major, major turnoff.
So I would much rather you have respected my existence as a human being with feelings to tell me, hey, yo, I'm tired, I'm going to go home, rather than me come back and see you with another changing right in front of me. Because there's other parts to the story. You know, maybe I've never gotten the chance to have my duffel bag there and sleep over like that. Like, yeah, I've slept over, but I didn't get a chance to actually.
Yeah, she slept over. You know what that means. They wasn't going to let her sleep over if she wasn't willing to put out. Y'all, look, don't be foolish. Don't be. Look, I'm not famous, but I know some folks. I know some folks, and I know some folks that know some folks. They're not going to let these girls be around them if them girls ain't putting out. End of story. Because they can easily kick them girls out and call some ones that's ready for it. That's the lifestyle these folks living out here.
She's actually from Orlando. She got to travel with him to Miami. So she's got her shit. And I'm standing there like, damn. What?
Right there. She's over here telling on herself. She's jealous that this girl was able to get more attention than her. Because I'm going to tell you, if the roles was reversed, and she was in the other girl's position, she wouldn't be whining. She wouldn't be complaining. But truth be told, she's feeling entitled right now. She felt like she deserved to be in the position of that girl. She was jealous of her.
Why don't you take me anywhere? Like, what did I do? I'm cuter, first of all.
Right there. Look, we gonna skip. We're gonna skip. She just said it. I'm telling you, man. Y'all need to be able to read people and see through their BS. Fellas, be on the lookout for females like this, man. Don't deal with them. Don't deal with them.
How many people have you had sex with, Miss Blondie?
Body count.
I'm telling you guys, that's not something I want to share for the world, but I did say it was low, and I'm going to keep it at that because it's the truth. So
now, let the truth be told, anybody on here right now that's watching, that's lived in the real world, you know females low is different than men low. What's the average amount of women that men sleep with in their lifetime? The average man. What, about 5 to 7? I think about 7 on average. A female would go through 7 dudes before she get out of high school, bro. Or at least in college. Most females that I know, by the time they were 20, they had at least 10. At least 10 bodies under their belt.
So I just don't feel like sharing it with thousands of people.
She's uncomfortable sharing her body count because she know it's high. She's uncomfortable, fellas. Listen, I'm telling you, anytime a female is uncomfortable sharing that body count, it's because it's over the double-digit number. And we can get down into the science really, really behind why women are so insecure about their body count. But we won't. We'll do that in another video.
Double digits?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
She just said it's not in the double digits. Not yet. Artofkickz.com. Go get yours.
I don't believe that, but okay.
Honestly, if I was looking at myself from another person's perspective, I would not think that either. You know, I do OnlyFans for a living, but you guys, there's also stories. That's why people do that. You know, I have a lot. Right. I'm just saying that's just another reason. I understand my image is just like I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking it's double digits.
And that's one thing she's trying to use. That's a ruse that she's trying to use is the fact that her image. Anybody would assume that she's very sexual, that she has many, many partners. She's like, well, people are going to think that about me anyway, so let me just lie and say that I don't have a high or crazy body count. So I know some of y'all might be watching right now, be thinking, bro, like you're reaching. What if it's true? What if it's true that she doesn't? I'm gonna tell you right now, she do. The likelihood of her having a body count over 10 is very, very high. She's already done dealt with how many celebrities? Come on now.
Even thinking of OnlyFans.
We don't judge you.
No, but that was just an example of why like people might think it could be double digits. I'm a hoe to the view, to the naked eye. Like you see me and that's my image. I make myself look like that. I dress like that. I put myself on the internet like that. But that's not who I am. It's not what I like. If you ever were to approach me in public and I don't know you, you're probably gonna get slapped if you dare even say hi to me, touch me, breathe near me, try to approach me. I don't like men in general. I do not like men. I don't like to be touched. I don't like to be touched. I don't want to be hollered at. Don't whistle at me. I hate men.
So question.
You see this right here? You see this? If I was a supporter of her OnlyFans and I came across this video and I watched this and I saw this and her acting this way, this behavior, I would unsubscribe. I would unfollow her. She's no longer getting any support from me. She just said she hated all men. You know why? Because she's coming from an emotional place of hurt. This woman needs some therapy, some serious therapy. And she's only 20 years old. If she continues down this path, it's only going to get worse. But let me explain something to y'all right quick. Understand this. A part of the reason why these women are the way they are is the fault of men. Yeah. Best believe. A part of the reason why these women are the way they are is the fault of men. Because if it wasn't for men simping, thirsting over these women's post on Instagram, on the way they show themselves provocatively out in the public, over the fact that these girls got OnlyFans. If men wasn't buying into that stuff, then these women wouldn't even post the stuff that they post anymore. Because they're constantly seeking validation from men. I had this conversation years ago with a friend of mine, and we both came to that realization that if men were to stop commenting, liking, sending heart eyes, simping, thirsting over these women, when they post this stuff, these provocative pictures on Instagram, following them, sending them money on OnlyFans, if all men was to wise up and stop doing it, these women would be out of luck. They wouldn't be making the money they're making. They wouldn't have the following they have. This is the fault of simp, thirsty men. Now, I know this might sound like a contradiction because I have a segment on this channel called Thirsty Thursday. That's me having a little fun. And I know that even with me saying what I'm saying right now is not going to stop them from doing what they're doing. So, yeah, I'm still going to post my segments. I haven't in a while. Y'all been asking about it. It's coming back. It's coming back. But hear me out. It's the fault of men why these women are the way they are. And no one has held them accountable. That's the problem. Not enough men are holding these women accountable for their actions, for the things that they say. Start holding these women accountable. Watch what happens.
Whoa.
I really, really do. I mean, not like you guys who are respectful, but
This is juicy.
Yeah.
So question, you hate men, but don't men pay your salary
right.
for OnlyFans?
Yep, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay.
See that now she's being really, really rude and entitled. You heard how she said she don't hate these two guys because they're being respectful. But watch that change when these two guys start to say something that they don't like. And they're not changing their respect level whatsoever. They gonna give you the respect that you show them. But watch.
Wow. I mean,
And here's another question I
again.
have. Hold on, I have so many
Go ahead.
questions. So you said you hate the catcalls and everything.
Right.
When you dress like that, what do you expect?
I'm not asking for them. I'm feeling good about myself. And I mean, I feel like so many women have said that. I'm not dressing for you to sit there and whistle at me. What's wrong with you freaks? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it because I feel good about myself. And I wanted to wear
this.
this.
Into the mic.
Sorry.
It's hurting my ears.
Sorry.
So question
Yeah.
for you, right? If I have a Lamborghini,
Think about that though. Think about that real quick. It's just like I said. It's just like I said. You walk outside the door looking like that, You're gonna get them cat calls. You're gonna get them whistles. You're gonna get men approaching you, whether you want it or not. You over here saying that you're doing that for yourself? Bunch of BS. Bunch of cap. Because truth be told, if you were to go out the door looking all normal, looking all regular, without your hair done, without them long spider lashes, without them fake boobs and dressing in the way that you are, and if you didn't get the attention that you usually get from men, how would you feel? You would hate it. You would be seeking that validation. You would want it so bad. So you dress up, you look nice, so that when you go outside, you get attention from men. You want that validation. That, if anything, makes you feel good about dressing that way. Come on. Because if nobody was telling you you look good when you go out, if no cat calls, no whistles, no none of that stuff, truth be told, then you wouldn't put in the effort to do it. I've had these conversations with women before. More logical, more sane women than this. And when I bring that point across, they agree. It's not enough for you to do it for yourself. You need that validation from others. Because why not go out there dressed like a business class woman? Classy but sexy. That would make you feel good too.
I'm back. Okay, so you just want to travel. You don't want to have kids and.
It's not just about traveling. I just want to make sure that I'm ready. My body's ready. I've gotten a lot of things done before I settle down and have to take care of kids.
Mm-hmm. Your
We're a little
body's
bit
ready.
different.
You're saying?
Right. Like, I want to make sure that, like,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
ready to
doing
get
good.
big and have to go through the process of carrying another human being.
Okay. But you're gonna do that at 28 now. Not
Whatever
30.
the around that area.
Okay. Later on.
All right, so they asked her, is she ever wanted to be married with kids? And she said, yeah, she does, but I want it later in life. I want to travel the world. I want to see the world, which all sounds good and all, you know what I'm saying? But then she said she wants to wait until she's about 30 years old to have kids. Now, truth be told, women fertility, when they get up in age, when they get to 30 and up, it goes down. It goes down. Not to say it happens for all of them. Hell, there's women, obviously, you know, I'm generalizing right now, but there's women that's 40, 50 years old that can still pop out a child, but the likelihood, it becomes very slim. But that's not even the problem. The problem is she's not moving through life like a woman that wants to be settled down, married with kids in the future. She's not exhibiting that in her 20s at all. She's 20 years old and already done messed all the way up. She done effed it all the way up. If you want to be married with kids, you need to move like a woman that wants to be married with kids.
I don't know. I'm ready for kids now. I'm
Or
ready
it's
for my
that
husband. I
age.
go out everywhere, and I'm like, my husband could be anywhere. You feel me? Like, I'm ready. I don't know what to tell you, but
Wait, hold on. And you're 26, right?
yeah.
So let me ask you this: is it because you've like already seen like the dating scene? Like you're tired of like, you know what? I'm just find a
I just want a
guy.
person. Who doesn't want that person? Like, I want that person who compliments me, who's my partner, who does this with me. Like, I just want a person who doesn't want that. Like, I'm tired of being alone, doing things by myself, cooking a meal for myself. Who, like,
Wait, do you expect your husband to cook your meal for you?
I also do, but yes.
Wait,
But-
you said yes.
My dad cooks for my mom. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I feel like that's cute. You feel me? But
What's your background?
Jamaican Chinese.
Wagwan.
Nothing there.
So you want? So I'm a little confused here. So you want your husband to cook for you?
I mean, if he can cook, yes.
Okay.
And if he can't cook, I can teach him.
Yo, I
Now, it kind of sounds like Fresh. Shout out to Fresh, y'all. Hey, by the way, I'm going to be on these guys' podcast in a few weeks. I'm going to go out there, hang out with them, celebrate with them for the 100K special, and they're going to have me on the show, so I'm looking forward to that. But it almost had sounded like Fresh misunderstood what she said, because she said that, you know, she's tired of cooking for herself, and then it sounded like he said, yo, do you want your man to cook for you then? But no, so I think really she was just saying she don't want to just cook for herself. She want to be able to cook for a man as well. But now he's asking the question, which even then still poses the answer or poses the question, hey, do you want your man to cook for you? And her answer, her response was yes.
I will say this though.
But cooking for one is lonely. Do you ever just go home, cook for yourself, and you just think like, damn, I have
Real
so
quick.
many
Also,
And that's what I was talking about too. She's still getting at that point where, oh man, I can be cooking for somebody else as well, but you know, I'm just cooking for myself.
people that I know, I don't know why, but the father cooks for the house. I don't
It's
understand
true.
that.
It's true.
It's weird.
My
like,
dad cooks 99% of the time. My mom cooks.
the culture over there is kind of
Sunday.
weird.
Does the woman clean the house or something? Or like, what
Yeah,
do they
you
do?
know, like the woman cleans the house
Yeah.
and she's chilling or whatever. But my dad,
Kind of talking about gender roles here.
he loved to whip it up. And
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the Chinese one in my family, so
That's
he be
weird.
loving to
That's weird.
chef in the kitchen. You feel me? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Weird.
Well, I guess that's
it's
Jamaican
weird to
culture.
you.
It's
Why? You want to cook for your woman? If you loved her, you loved her. You want to make her like that pasta
What
at
if
night
you can
and be
only
like,
make a
damn, my
frozen
baby
pizza?
love this.
You this chick here. you heard Fresh. He was like that's weird. But he's like, I guess, you know, if that's a part of your culture, think about that. He's gonna say something, and I want y'all to think about that when he says that.
I believe in gender roles, and I believe in like men and women were very different, and the woman has to be submissive and cook and clean and do all.
Listen, I want y'all. All right, so listening to what Fresh says right now, this is gonna be like the turning point to really get these girls heated and start to be rude and disrespectful. So Fresh is saying that he does not cook for women and say that he never will cook for a woman. He said that that's not the role that the man supposed to be playing in a relationship. He's like, if I'm earning top dollar, if I'm paying the bills, if I'm taking care of you, I don't need to be cooking. You need to be cooking. That's how he feels. And also think, Fresh is Muslim. He comes from a different background. Even if he was born and raised in the U.S., if his parents raised him on Muslim, you know, traditions, then for him to be saying what he's saying is nothing wrong with it. That's how he feels. That's how he was brought up. That's how he was raised. That's that.
All that other
Ew.
That's
stuff.
why you're not my husband.
Ew.
You see them? You see how they're acting and responding to what he's saying? That's very, very disrespectful. Like, clearly they're not educated enough on knowing this man's culture or religion and how they move, or just how they decide to move within their household, even if it's not even necessarily a part of the culture.
Ew.
But you expect a guy that makes
I
$500,000 a
don't,
year?
but like that attitude with the cooking, it's like, look, if you want to cook for your girl, cook for your girl. If
Good
she's
for
gonna
her.
cook
I
for
think
you,
it's
cook for you.
cute,
It doesn't
right?
have
Like,
to be like, oh,
everybody
fuck
has a
that.
love
Like,
language.
the woman has
So-
to.
See, I was once a chef. If I'm gonna whip something up for me, or if I be like, oh, yo, you can't cook that as good as me, I'll cook it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me hold on. Let me get something straight real quick. Hold on.
No, not with those sound effects.
Yeah, nope. I'm gonna definitely do sound effects. So you want a guy that's making at least $500,000 a year, a high earner, whatever. But you're saying
That's
that.
the lowest.
Okay, so
Wow. So she said on the low end, she would only deal with a dude making $500K. Okay.
so even better. You want a guy that's making upwards of $1 million plus a year,
Sure.
and you expect him to cook for you?
I don't, but I'm saying if he's in the kitchen, he wants to do it, do it. If I want to do it, do it. It doesn't have to be me every time.
It
Exactly.
does.
Why
It
does
does.
it? Why does it have to be no?
That's
I want you to
fucking
explain why the
weird,
woman has
bro.
to cook every single
Okay,
time.
you know what? Then how about this? Since we want to, fluctuate.
And truth be told, he could find a woman that will be more than happy to be able to cook for him every single time. Y'all, look, a real feminine woman, I know many of them, they would love an opportunity to find themselves a good man that they can cook for every single day. Ooh, I'm telling you, I know a few. I want y'all to listen to this right now because this is where the disrespect happens.
But you're gonna lose to.
Okay,
to
in
men.
a fairy tale world, only a woman cooks, dude. You should probably make one meal for your wife or something. Don't be weird.
No, I'm not being weird.
You are being
A
weird.
little
You're
bit.
living it
A little weird.
like I said.
You're weird.
Your
with
future
that.
wife is like gonna look back at this and be like, "So
Dude,
you was
you
gonna cook
asked
for
me
me?
and I
That's
gave
what
you an
happened."
answer.
Okay,
Aight.
and you asked me, and I'm giving you an answer.
Your answer sucks.
It's
Okay, I didn't say your answer sucks.
Well, I'm definitely telling you yours does because you're making
See, that's being really, really childish and immature.
us look like as women we are the only ones that should cook for men, which is
So
definitely
it's
not how
okay
it
to
should be.
objectify a man.
So
that
you
he's
know what
gotta
the thing
make
is?
this
If
much
that's the
money
case,
to
are
deal
you
with
the type
but
of
I
man-
can't have a
It
girl that
doesn't
wants
have
cook
to,
for
but
me.
I'm
You hear what he said though? He said, so you're saying that it's okay for you to be able to choose a man that makes minimum of $500,000 a year, but he can't expect for you to cook every meal. But you want him to be making so much money. It's like women be wanting there to be some equality, but only when it's in their favor. Women like this, at least.
But that's what I'm saying.
low.
Like, are you objectifying? Like, if that's the type of way, like, do you feel like men should pay all the bills in the household?
One at a time.
I stopped.
She said earlier, like
No, you
500,000
can
General
continue
plus.
asking her. I finished.
Yeah.
This conversation with me is over. You can continue asking her. I'm on for the next question.
Yeah.
This is a podcast. This is where you come to have conversations to be able to understand one another's viewpoints better and maybe even change your own if you learn something that doesn't kind of fit what you think you want out of life. Don't be rude and disrespectful. Y'all on these people podcasts, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, the conversation's not done because
I mean,
earlier.
it can be.
No, it's not because
think
you said earlier, oh, that's weird, and I was like, okay, so you can have your standards on a guy making this amount of
literally
money,
over this.
but I can't.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She gonna sit there and try to cut this man off. It's like, I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. It's basically what she's saying. She's like, I am literally over this. All right, excuse yourself. Leave. If you're really over it and you don't want to hear no more about this conversation, escort yourself out the building, off the premises. You can't tell this man that he's not gonna talk about what he want to talk about on this podcast. This is a podcast. This ain't no regular conversation. This ain't a regular conversation amongst people. If y'all gonna be on here and talk. Listen.
Conversation, you can. This was her conversation. I butted in,
But
and
you
now I'm
butted in,
butting
yeah.
out,
Yeah,
and I'm butting out.
Now I'm butting in
I'm
with you
butting
now.
out.
Okay.
I am butting out of this conversation.
Because you lost. You-
No, I didn't. You're
Why do
just
men
weird.
always
You're
think
living
everything
in
is win-lose?
1950,
See,
bro.
everything with men is win-lose. You lost.
Nah,
You
I
lost.
lost
Like, why
because-
can't we just be talking?
So she just made that statement. Everything with men and women is win, lose, win, lose. But watch her actions at the end of this video. Absolutely disgusting. Y'all wait to the end.
You feel me? Like,
No.
you know what? It's fine, Kaylee. We lost.
How are
We
you gonna
lost. Because
say-
we're gonna get men
You
who
know
cook
what?
for
I
us.
lost. It's
You-
okay.
How are you
okay.
gonna say?
We
It's okay,
lost.
I lost.
It's okay.
Childish. I can't stand when women act like this. Not all, but these types.
It's okay. I lost.
No, it's just like
It's okay.
it was just
No,
a
it's
dumb
okay.
argument.
I'm
Like,
gonna-
It is. It's dumb. So let's go on to the next question.
because you can't
Let's
say
go on to
on
the
one
next
end. Can you stop
question.
talking?
You seeing how they're over here trying to control the argument, to control the conversations? Why? Why can't you just sit here and have a logical conversation rather than trying to control it? This is what these type of women do.
Me off?
I don't want to do this
Can you
anymore.
then you can get the.
No, I'm
I
not
mean,
saying
you
the
know what?
interview. I'm talking about the question.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
The
I'm
question is
gonna
over
finish
with.
my thought.
Okay.
I'm gonna
See, she keep cutting him off, and that's why he said, he's like, all right, if you don't stop cutting me off, you can get out.
Finish it.
my
I'm not
thought.
answering it.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm gonna finish my thought.
All right, go.
All right.
Ladies, let Myron talk.
You
Finish
guys
your
keep
talk.
cutting me off.
It's bad
like,
radio
wild.
because you look silly right now.
All I'm saying
So
is
let him
this.
finish his thought.
On one end, you know, it's okay for them to have. I want a guy that makes it. Well, for you, $500,000 a year is bum. I want a guy that makes a lot of money. Cool. You have your standards. For me, I have my standards. Girl's got to cook. I ain't cooking for her. That's especially if I'm a high earning guy. That's just not how it works. So, see, guys, this is an example of what I mean. It's okay for women to have their standards and exert them, but as soon as you bring yours out, you're crazy. That's this is a Disney fairy tale. Blah blah blah.
See, that's why he was so stern on his arguments about not cooking for women. And it might not even be true. He might be just saying that just to be saying that, just so that he can have something to argue on why her standards are as high as they are, and for them not being able to lower them and accept a real quality person in their life. And that's why he was so stern on the argument of not wanting to cook for women. He's like, all right, hold on. If you can have your standards, then I need to have mine too.
But I'm over here saying at least I'm more realistic. A guy that makes $500,000 a year plus is like 0.0001 of the population, right? Or a millionaire. Meanwhile, I'm just saying, hey, you know what? I want a girl that cooks for me. That's way more probable than a millionaire dealing with me. Like,
Let's be honest here.
If I'm making that much money, or
Uh-huh.
he is, then we should be hiring a private chef so I can man all day instead of having to cook for him. Period.
Okay.
Okay, that was definitely different. Okay.
yeah, that was a very low IQ conversation right there.
No, it wasn't.
So anyway,
Next question.
yeah,
What are you gonna do then, woman? What does he need you for? What does the man need you for if you can't? Too many women don't know how to cook these days. That's a problem. Too many of these young girls don't know how to cook these days. What will he need you for? If you can't cook, sex ain't enough. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Did you have something too, or no?
I'm good.
Oh, you're good now. Okay, fair enough.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys.
All right.
They had no problem with coming up earlier.
Frank Castle was this close to coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, facts.
This close to coming out.
Facts.
So
it was real close.
Coming out, what's that mean?
We're good.
it means that like when he comes out, people leave.
Okay, then that can happen if you guys want it to.
It's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
I mean, listen, if you want to get out, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to
I
leave.
asked you to stop with the question and you didn't. Do you want me to leave?
Okay,
She
Myron
doesn't want
Fresh.
you to leave.
Who is she to tell these men to stop talking about conversations that this podcast is about just because you don't want to hear them no more? The level of entitlement. And I'm telling you, men are to blame for that because too many men have let her walk around and conduct herself that way.
If he doesn't
ladies,
want you to
ladies,
leave,
ladies.
relax.
Kaylee.
Chat,
Okay.
what do you guys think?
Chat,
Chat, what do you guys think?
we let y'all decide.
Yeah, we'll let the chat decide on this 100K celebration. What do you guys
Kind of a
think?
masochist.
So put a 1 in the chat if you want Frank Castle 2
Yeah,
if you wanted to
yeah.
say.
I mean, my
What
thing
is
is,
it?
we've
What
been
is the
said-
chat?
So what happens here is majority rules. They ask the chat, the live stream, should we keep these girls on or should we kick them out?
lost, right?
Jeez,
We've been
man.
said we lost, right?
I was like, we lost. Whatever.
That's what you
Yeah. All right, please get. You guys are wild disrespectful, so just get out. People
So
don't
they
want
had
you
to
no
go.
more.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
Yo,
Oh, no. I didn't even know she did that. This girl sat here and poured her drink out. This girl sat here, poured her drink out on these men's chairs. Why? Because she was told to leave because of her actions, because of her behavior. Are you kidding me? You got a nerve to want to cause damage to someone's property because of your own behavior that got you kicked off the show. Woo! I wish a Karen would. I wish a Karen would.
you're wild disrespectful, so just get out. People
Look
don't
at
want
this.
you no more.
Look at this mess. Look at
You
her.
seriously just go fucking.
Oh no. Mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. Oh heck no. Oh heck no. I'm gonna let some of this play out a little bit. We're gonna skip around trying to get to the points. We're gonna skip around trying to get to some. Hold on, he's back. Fresh back.
On camera.
Alright, Fresh telling her she need to leave. She is standing there. Girl, what you doing? Wow.
Sign the waiver, get out. Sign the waiver, get out.
Look at her. So right now she's just talking. She is running her mouth. Ain't really saying nothing because it don't matter what she's saying because she's been told that she needs to leave. And she's still trying to stay. She's still trying to stay. What's happening right now is her ego has taken over. Her ego has completely taken over. And a lot of times, when ego takes over, they lose respect. Common courtesy no longer exists. Fresh is telling her, bro, you gotta get out. Nothing you saying matters. All these guys are telling her she gotta get out. Watch this, y'all. Watch what's gonna happen. No matter what she says right now, doesn't matter. Fresh just keep on telling her, yo, you gotta get out. Take your stuff and leave. He keeps repeating it. He keeps repeating it. Get out. Get out. So her argument right now, she's saying, yo, give me my shoe. Give me my shoe. He put her shoe outside of the door. He's like, yo, your shoe is right out there. You can go out there, you can get your shoe, and you can leave. Your shoe is out there. She's over here making up BS talking about, oh, you threw my shoe over here. You threw it over there. He's like, no, You tripping. Your shoe is out there.
Ridiculous. They got their phones?
Yeah, it was in a
Yeah,
box.
they got their phones.
So
It's over there.
yeah, it's in front.
No, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, wait. Yo, real talk, if you were a dude, I would have been grabbed you by your fucking neck and thrown you out.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm even being nice to you right now. Get out, man. This is someone's house. Are you crazy?
It's time now.
It would have been much shorter if you had left sooner. Nah, yo, get the out, man. Like zero accountability here.
Zero. No accountability.
Y'all showed up, disrespected. Now there's consequences to that. Get the out. I don't give a fuck if you a woman, man, whatever. Get the fuck out. If you were a man, I would have been throwing your ass out physically. Now get out. Straight to your right. Your bag opens over there.
See, they being respectful enough to not put hands on this woman.
Your shoes over there, yo. Are you serious?
And she's using that to her advantage. She knows that if these guys are respectful enough to not put hands on her, then she can pretty much stay there as long as she feels she needs to prove whatever point she's trying to prove.
Yo, go outside, bro. Right there.
I can't stand when women do this. Women like her.
Outside. Yo, you guys see this? Yo, you guys see this shit, man?
Yeah,
Truth be told, the other girl knows what's up. She's probably been kicked out of a few rappers because she deals with them. She's probably been kicked out of a few rappers' homes or sections or whatever. She knows what time it was. She got the heck up out of there immediately. But her friend ain't had to deal with it like this before. Her friend is feeling mad disrespected right now. When truth be told, they were the ones that were being disrespectful on this man's podcast.
we said
It's crazy. Yo, real talk, this chick is crazy, bro. If she was a dude, she would have been thrown out physically. This is wild. Yo, I'm telling you, get the fuck out.
you're throwing low blows by talking about his mom, and
No,
I know you said, but still, I'm very smart. I'm very
All
cunning.
this shit is on
Okay.
fucking camera. You're gonna look stupid. You're gonna look
Anyways,
real
who's
dumb.
right there? I highly recommend you take your stuff and you bounce. Listen, if you hold your
Nah,
ego
yo,
aside,
there's none of that. Get the
I
fuck
don't know what's
out,
going
man.
on. Okay.
Nah, get out, bro. Get out. There's nothing to talk about. Your shoes out there.
You have 5K
Your Christian
people
Dior bags
watching
out
you
there.
and
Get
tell
the fuck out,
and
man.
saying one thing.
Right there.
Yes, we're rude. I know. You know why?
See,
Because
now you want to play the female card. Earlier it was like, no, we the same. Now I'm treating you the same. Get the fuck out, yo.
my mom and
Get the
sister won't
fuck
do
out, because
that.
I'm getting on my last straw right now. I'm about to treat you equal. I'm about to treat your ass equal.
Yeah, it's over
No,
there.
man. Get the fuck
It's over there.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna go ahead and skip past some of this and get to the end of when she actually leaving. I'm gonna tell y'all what I noticed and what I saw happening, and she did exactly what I thought she was trying to do. She wants to leave with a W. She wants to leave feeling that she came out victorious in some sense, and she created inside her head what that W was going to look like for her. So with the fact that Fresh put her stuff outside the door, her shoes, her other shoe, and told her, escort yourself, go get your shoe, leave. She's over here thinking, you know what? I'm going to make one of these guys in here bring me my shoe. That's how entitled she is. Instead of leaving this man's home like he asked her to do, she's playing this game. All right, I need some type of W. Because right now I'm taking a major L. I need one of these guys to bring me my shoe. And I'm not going to buckle or fold until one of them bring me my shoe. Well, what ended up happening is she came to the realization that nobody was going to bring her shoe. They threatened to call the cops. They threatened to call security, which they end up doing eventually. And I remember thinking, I was like, yo, when security arrive, what she's going to want happen then is for the security to give her shoe. And I remember thinking, I was like, man, I wish Fresh them would tell the security off a rip, like, she cannot put that shoe on inside. Because what did she end up doing?
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
For YouTube, thank you. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a play-by-play right now. She's saying, "This is not how you treat your mom or your daughter. This is messed up."
Chris, camera.
I just want to put the sad song. And she's Chris. She's saying about, oh, it's messed up.
They gave her the shoe.
Oh, bruh. No, what the? Mind if I stay while I put on my shoes? Yo.
You heard that? She said, mind if I stay? She asked the security, mind if I stay while I put on my shoes?
Yo, tell her to put her shoes on outside, bro.
He should have made sure he enforced that with them when they first showed up, that she needs to put her shoe on outside. I'm telling you, she's trying to get a W. She wants to walk away like she did something. I don't care how she tries to twist this. She took an L. Her and her friend. Why? Their actions, very rude, very disrespectful, very entitled, very Karen-like.
Like, she's...
Look at her.
Look, see, she's
Look
just...
at
you
her.
guys see?
Look at her. Ooh! I've seen females do this in person so many times.
This? You guys see this disrespect? No.
It's so childish. And the females that I seen do this were very, very young. Very, very young. We talk about teenagers, like freaking early 20s. This is so freaking childish.
Do not let her put her shoes on in here, man. Fuck.
See, I knew. I was like, depending on the security that comes down, man or female, is gonna get handled differently. If it's a female, she's going to more so bow down to what this girl's wanting. Oh, she look, let her put her shoes on. She putting her shoes on. Now, if it was a guy, he would probably understand. Nah, girl, you need to put your shoes on outside. They want you out this door. They want you to put your shoes on out this door. There's a reason for that. Look at her. She walks in the line of sight with the cameras so that she could be seen putting her shoe on inside. She sat there for almost an hour just to be able to do that. Disrupting the flow of the podcast when she needed to just get the heck up out of there because she was told to leave. Rather, she put her shoe on the inside or the outside. That shoe was going to leave with her. The entitlement, bro. The entitlement.
Was sitting here the whole time just wanting to put her shoes on, guys. That's why she literally broke the law to try to make a point to put the shoes on in the apartment, guys. This is the world that we live in now. Overtly disrespecting a man in his house, right? Not because she did this, just for, she did it for some kind of like,
I've watched this podcast. I'm going cursing. That was the person.
Oh no, we're past that. This, see, she literally.
Look at her, still just sitting after being told over 100 times to leave.
Yo.
Dang, no wonder they're best friends. They both Karens.
She literally, guys, she stayed here just so she could put her shoes on in the.
And she taking her precious time. It don't take you 30 minutes to put a shoe on your foot.
Apartment. She's trying to make a point, and she broke the law on camera. After being told multiple times that consent to stay here is withdrawn, you gotta leave.
Look at her. Look at her. Now she done pulled up the camera recording. She wants a W so bad.
Look, now she's recording us. This is hilarious. We got all the footage. We can airdrop it to you later so you can use it for your stuff. Hey, and we'll make sure to contact your employer too.
I'm done. I can't take no more. I feel like I'm losing some brain cells watching this mess, man. Oh my God. She knew she was wasting these men's time. And she was perfectly okay with that. Why? Maybe because she felt like she had her time wasted. No, really, she wasted her own time by being the person that she is. Her and her friend. Mad rude, mad disrespectful. Never have been held accountable. Not in the way that they really need to be. Fellas, watch out for women like this. And stop Don't give them the time of day or the attention that they feel they deserve or need, because they don't. If you're going to talk and deal with these women, hold them accountable. Man, that's it. Look, that's all I got to say. I'm done. I can't take no more. I'm about to go head to the chiropractor to get this back together. But anyway, y'all know what time it is, man. You like this reaction, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, the link to the original will be down in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. And I will catch y'all in the next one.